All right, here's the side. We're gonna put a window, one of those small windows right in there somewhere. And this is the lean-to I was telling you about. So right now it's about 5 or 6 feet. And this is just a temporary structure to hold it up. Eventually we're gonna put this lean-to all the way across and do a nice structure, make it look nice. So that's, if you wanted to tackle that, you could tackle that. Mommy bought some paint to where we can repaint, but that's all gonna have to be pressure washed before we paint it. Up on top, you can see tannish white stuff you got, Galvalume. We're gonna have to get some more pieces, pop the bottom end up of that line right there and put about 6-foot sections, 4 of them. Actually might be 5 3-foot sections to extend this on over. We're gonna use this if we need to park something, or if we need to, we're gonna put the firewood rack there. And but this here, we're gonna paint this all high gloss black, that Rust-Oleum we used on the boat.
And we already have some.
Yeah, we bought a gallon of it. So, but that roof is gonna have to be pressure washed too, as well as these sides, before we paint them. All right, Jonah, here we are. Fortunately, got a lot of stuff on it, but we'll clean it up.
Eventually.
Yep. So here's what we got done so far. This is one of the things you could possibly do if you want to tackle it. Continuing this porch out from right here on out over to the end of that stack of wood. All that treated wood is for the porch. We need another post over there. Just try to get it kind of even. You can do it the same design. 2x6s are fine. As you can see, there's 2x4s every 2 feet. You can do it every 2 feet or every 16 inches, whatever you want to do. And the 1x4s are about every 2.5 feet for the metal to go onto. Just kind of match it up over here. That roofing up there, I went about 1 inch further out that way than on this section of the roof, just to give a little bit more overlap. This roofing here will go underneath that edge. You'll see how it is. That's if you want to do this part. On around back, man, to grab the light. On around back. Now, as far as the layout, this back right corner, we're going to make a small wall from here over to probably 3 feet out, maybe 3.5, probably 3 feet. That'll give us enough room for back here for a toilet, and that's gonna be our composting toilet. So a small wall here, and we'll probably end up putting a curtain in front of it, so if somebody's using the toilet, they could also, somebody could be taking a shower. About center way from the right side to the left side is where that small sink is gonna go, and then over there to your left is where the shower is gonna go. And that's the back right corner when you walk in. The shower pan is one of those wider ones. I might end up trying to find one of those square ones, because I think it would just be easier, because there's not much of a threshold on that shower pan I have. So it's gonna be kind of hard to keep the shower curtain on the inside. So either way, the shower is gonna go either right to there or right to there, depending on which shower we use. And then from, let's say right here, about 1 foot out from the bunk to probably about where that line is, there is roughly going to be the dimensions of that square sink that's on that countertop that's laying up on top of the 2 big tanks. The one has diesel fuel, and that countertop is going to go, like I said, right there to right there. Then right here to about where that, well, actually from right here to right about here is where the big chair is going to go. That chair right there. And then from right about here to probably right about here, which is about 5 feet, 6 feet from the wall, is where the futon's going to go, right in here. And then from right about here, which is about 4.5 feet from the wall, is where a full-size bed will go. Okay? And that'll be about here, all the way down almost to the wall, about 1 foot from the wall. On here, we haven't determined exactly where we're going to put the window yet, but it's going to be somewhere around here. And then we got that wood stove, and the wood stove will either be over near the bed or over near the door. Mommy says near the door.
Near the door. You don't want a wood burning stove next to your blanket.
Now, over in this area, over here, that bunk is going to have to come down. There is a bed still there. Somebody could sleep in it if they wanted to. They just have to move all this stuff over. But we got flooring. The flooring is a 12-foot wide roll. So what we're going to have to do is roll it out 12 foot from here to there. And then we're going to have to roll it this way. And in the second section, you're going to have to roll it from here to here that way. Okay, both rolls. Okay, and then we're going to have a joint right here. If you want to get some of that liquid nail and caulk that joint shut and put some, take a little, scraper thing just to smooth it out. That would be great for smoothing out that joint. So as far as the roof goes, back to the insulation real quick. If you want to put the insulation in the walls, you can do that. But I would recommend cutting all those nails out first because it might hurt when you go to push the insulation in there, because it might hurt your hand just a little bit. But yeah, cut all those nails off. As far as the roof goes, we've insulated all around the perimeter, all the way around. So it should be airtight and mouse proof in here. Okay, it looks to be. On the base, inside of the 2x4, where the 2x4 meets the plywood or OSB wall right there, I sprayed all these corners right like this, all the way around, okay? Not on the outside of the 2x4s, but just in that edge there with some of that stuff for termites. So just be careful with that. Again, I don't know if you can notice this, we filled all this in. This is all where Mommy's at. It used to be about 4 foot deep, but we filled all this in with dirt and gravel, mainly dirt, and then we packed it in with gravel. So now you can go around the tree right up to there. Eventually, right in here in this area, this little bit of a swale, that's where we're gonna put the little drain field that we're gonna have right up through here. I'm gonna put some of those sewage pipes, and we're gonna run some 1.5 or 2 inch pipe out from underneath from the shower and from the sinks. And then we'll put the pipes down there. We'll put a bunch of those big stones on top of it. And then we'll put some metal sheeting, or maybe actually tar paper would probably be better because it would last forever. We'll put some of that on top of the stones, and then we're gonna pack it full of dirt on top of it. And then we'll bring the level up to the same level as this here, all the way across, right to the little bridge. All right, so inside, right now the wire, the main power wire, is going through the door. So be careful with that, be very, very careful with that. The dehumidifier is hooked up. It should be pumping outside through that small hole, but if you find that it's not, then you'll have to just empty the tray. This is all the tools that we have here now. We have the air nailer. We got probably 500 nails left. I'm not sure if, we're probably gonna end up having to buy some. So we got quite a few tools here. You're probably gonna need one more charger and at least one more battery. Miter saw works, safety shield does not. So in here, what we've got here, we nailed the metal siding on. So if y'all want, you can cut all these nails off with the grinder. I got a few grinder blades. Remind me to bring one of the grinders home too, because I got both of the brushless grinders. So anyways, so you guys, we got lots of insulation rolls over here. If you wanted to do this, you could put the insulation in, and there's staples and a staple gun. Or if you make sure you maybe bring the air powered stapler, it'd make it a lot easier. She's full of junk right now, but that roof, again, that's a temporary roof because it's supposed to rain tonight. And that's all the rest of the wood. So we got back wall and side wall completed. We'll do the front wall tomorrow. And the floor is all completed, of course, too. Insulated as well. So, yeah.